The Daft Hour. Daft Hour. Daft Hour. The Daft Hour. Daft Hour. Daft Hour. Welcome to the sounds of 90s rave by us, the boys that raved. Welcome to the Daft Hour. We're on.
Are we on?
Yeah, welcome to the Daft Hour with me, the artist formerly known as.
And I'm Morgan Fantastic, and we are joined once again. He's back on the podcast. It's the one and only. That's your cue.
Elvis Herod.
Elvis Herod, back in the building.
Herod, back in action once again. Welcome back, Herod.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
How are you?
It's lovely
Okay.
to see you.
Well,
Lovely
is it?
to see you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it nice?
It's nice. It really is lovely to see you.
You're in a new place, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you half. And you
It's
half.
it's
Yeah.
purgatory.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm suspended between heaven and earth.
Got a lovely rug.
Well, thank you very much.
And that thing on the floor's not so bad either.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Well, that would be my penis.
You put your penis on the floor once more.
I can't help it. Unless I tie it up, it just falls on the floor.
It's multicoloured.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
It's not a big penis. It just is loose. It's on with Velcro, but it's very old Velcro that's got. It's just not as good anymore, is it?
It's like Joseph's technicoloured penis.
Yeah, it's a very inclusive penis.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
It's got to be. It's 2022.
This is it. Sound of him ripping it off.
Ooh.
Did you hear that?
I felt it.
Yeah. Well, it's yours, isn't it? That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. You will have done.
Did you just stick it back on then? Because I heard that twice.
Yeah.
It's back on again.
I did it by magic. Because we're in 3 separate towns, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Saltburn.
I'm in Stockton.
And I'm in Abu Dhabi.
It looks rather like kind of Middlesbrough in Abu Dhabi.
It does.
Yeah, and it's Middlesbrough. I just wish I'm elsewhere. And that was the first thing that came up in my head.
Are you not a fan of Middlesbrough?
No, it's all right.
Yeah, that's about it, isn't it? It's all right. It's all right.
You did say no first there as well.
Yeah, no.
It's all right.
No, it's all right. Yeah, I thought about it. It's okay. I think it's like anything. If you spend too much time, you'll get bored of that place. Even if I was like in Las Vegas, which I'd probably be dead after 10 days. So
you once tried to get married in Las Vegas, didn't you?
I did. I nearly got married.
And the taxi driver told you off, didn't he?
He didn't tell me off.
Because you hadn't proposed
to him.
You're just like a forced marriage to a taxi driver.
Yeah, but no, we got separate taxis. Like all the boys went in one and all the girls went in another, like a hen do stag do kind of thing. And we drove around. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and we drove around. And it's fictional that you see on TVs and movies. You can't just get drunk like on Friends and end up at a chapel and get married. You need a license.
Right.
You need a license.
And you don't
have one. Couldn't do it.
You didn't have one.
Didn't have one, so didn't get married, and I'm glad.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I'm glad, but she was a lovely girl, and she is married now.
Okay. To the taxi driver.
To the taxi driver.
Yeah, they started dating. Now they're married.
True love happens at the
in
worst
taxis.
of times. In taxis. Yeah.
So what the devil have you been up to since our last meeting, Elvis?
I've joined Grindr.
Oh yeah.
And I've been meeting this guy in the woods and
Okay.
I've been sucking loads recently.
Right. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Fucking love it. Yeah, I've been missing out all these years. Now I've tried it.
So
It's the best thing
what made you go down that route?
Well, I don't know. I was just bored, I think. And then I was looking on the Google Play thing. I was like, oh, look at that. What's all
the
this
app,
then?
the App Store thing.
Yeah. So, I've also been sucking the of a married man.
So, Morgan, I now remember why we don't encourage you on so much.
And yesterday I tried crystal meth for the first time.
Did you?
Yeah.
And do you know what? It's all funny, but I know it's probably true.
It is.
But you never know with Herod, do you?
It's all true.
Like, his elaborate imagination. It could be very much bullshit and him just trying to make us laugh, but it also probably is true.
Yeah. Well,
and that's the mystery. That's the mystery, isn't it? We never actually know.
No,
but I'm leaning towards truth with this on both things.
Yeah. Up to anything else? There's the thing and the meth.
Yeah, I've took loads of. I've tried crystal meth yesterday.
Yeah.
And a few months back I tried crack.
Okay.
In
As in crack cocaine.
As in crack cocaine, yes.
Well, the good thing about that, Herod, is if you do a lot of that, you'll lose your teeth, and then you'll be even more open for the gummage, won't you? Yeah. Works hand in hand, that, so yeah.
Well, he's going to need...
Carry on.
He's going to need to do a bit more of that to feed his habit, because I don't think you're paid that well, are you, to be able to afford...
I'm going to lose all my teeth to crack. I'm
Yeah.
going to get really buff, and I'm going to grow a full beard.
Right.
And my new name will I'll be no longer Elvis Herod. I shall then be known as Gummy Bear.
Oh my! I'm not going to Google that because that will definitely be a fetish video, won't it? The gummy bear. So a big hairy guy giving gum jobs.
Oh, heck.
Amazing.
Sorry, I always lower the tone, don't I?
Yeah. Yes.
I do worry about you, Herod. And
do you?
Yeah.
How often?
I'd say once a month at least.
I'll be quite honest. I don't give you a second thought, mate. Out of sight, out of mind. Fucking whatever, man.
I'll be honest. The only time I think about you, Rick, is when I'm sucking. Sorry, the artist.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. We're inclusive podcasts. You know, sexual orientation.
Well, he's very inclusive. He's out there.
No, I know. I'm saying there's nothing. I know it sounds like we're jesting about it. There's absolutely nothing wrong about it. However, the drugs thing, I wish you stopped that. But you know,
yeah, come on, like stop the drugs,
stop.
Especially the hardcore stuff.
Yeah, I'm on.
But you know, the adultery, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean that.
Oh yeah.
Taking that man into the woods, the married man. Yeah, my wife was pretty upset with that, like, I must admit.
It's because she had to watch at gunpoint.
At gunpoint, yeah. She was holding the meth.
She was.
You're listening to the Daft Hour, where soup is queen.
What have you been up to?
It pales in comparison.
I thought you were going to say the exact same.
if I could say word for word what you said, that would be quite interesting. Yeah. I've been buying a new computer desk and doing some DIY on it to make it more suitable. And I only cut myself with a saw 3 times today. Only 3. And I put a drill in my fingertip once. So that's all right.
It's progress.
I've noticed you're missing an eye as well. How did that go?
That's not DIY. That was
a bouncy castle incident. No,
well, it started that way. I was designing a bouncy castle, and I wasn't doing it to the boss's standards. So he twatted me one in the eye and took it out. So I've been sacked from my bounty castle job. I've built the desk. I've cut myself. I've lost an eye. I did the COVID thing. And here we are. Here we are.
It's always war, isn't it?
Yeah. What about you, Morgan? What have you been up to?
I've been thinking of ways how to not go to war.
Right. Okay.
Because I don't need to talk about it extensively. Everyone knows what's going on in the world right now. But there's a general fear that we could. We had a conversation at work the other day, like, what would you do if you got enlisted? And I thought, well, First of all, they must be at the bottom of the barrel if they enlist me, or maybe like I'm the deflective shield.
Yeah, you're not deflect. You're the what's the opposite of deflective? You're gonna suck them in.
Reflective.
You're the reflective shield. No, you're there to catch the bullets.
Maybe
Operation
maybe. So
Get
like
Behind
a human
Morgan.
human shield.
A meat shield.
So I've been thinking of ways how not to. So one of them was get ran over.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one was bash my own leg in.
Yeah.
Hide in a loft Anne Frank style.
Okay. Yeah. Keep a diary, of course.
Yeah. Actually, maybe do a podcast.
Right. Just record a podcast up there.
The War Podcast.
Yeah, because I'm not I'd just be hiding at my parents' house, and they're not gonna grass me up.
They will.
Maybe.
I think they will.
Good
Because
way of getting rid of
it'd
me.
be like, oh, they either tell us where he is, or you go, and then
No, they're too old. They're like in the 60s. Oh, it depends how bad it gets, doesn't it?
Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm covered.
Oh yeah, cool.
Because
Yeah.
if it gets to it, I'll just say no.
No, yeah.
And then if they go, right, well, that's treason, you go into prison, I'll go, good.
yeah.
I'd rather live in prison for
Is
the
it
rest
is it
of
a
my
I'd
life.
bomb-proof
love
prison?
to go to prison.
Well,
yeah, of course you would.
judging
you-
by
you-
your current
you,
path. Judging by your current path, Herod, you're not far off, I think. Maybe, yeah, drugs. I could pick up a druggie. They're going to send a drug addict in, are they?
They might, because they might reward you with drugs.
Yeah.
Well, that's the promise, yeah. Also, yeah, just I would live in prison. You know, like you've got shelter, you get fed. Half of them have PlayStation 4s and seem to have a
Oh
lovely
no,
life.
you can't do that. You want the PlayStation 5. You want to be up to date.
All right, that's it. I'll go to war then.
Yeah, go to war. Get yourself over there and chin him.
Would you just
So, yeah.
play war games on the PlayStation though?
But I become that good. They
Yeah.
need my tactics for the war. And then
But you
they
could only
let me
do it
out.
with the joystick, with the controller even.
like control their tanks.
Listen to me. The joystick. Always
So,
referring
yeah,
to
just-
joysticks, aren't I?
I've been thinking of ways of how not to go to basically, and which is horrible really, because you see people on the telly and they're going, I want to fight, and I'm the total opposite. I don't want to at all.
Yeah, if it came to the case where we got drawn into that kind of war, it would be too late, and I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, but
I'm not bothered, mate. I don't care what happens.
It's gonna jump in the sea.
Yeah, I'll just go in the sea.
Get in the sea.
Just get in the sea and stay there till it's finished.
Just
Then
duck your
come
head
back
into the
out.
water.
could actually,
Yeah,
do you know
just-
what? It wouldn't be a bad shout to get a boat right now.
Do you reckon?
Go and live in a
I
boat.
know someone who's selling one.
How much?
I don't know.
Ask.
It's a river boat.
Oh, okay. It's not a sea
But
boat.
we could
No, it's a river one.
go slightly off sea, but not too far. So we're like come inland if we need to. But if anything bad happens, then we're off.
Right.
Off any potential zones to be.
Now,
you know
where-
what I'm alluding
If we
to.
would you go in the channel between us and the rest of Europe, or would you beggar off around the other side?
Other side.
Other side's a good call. Or up
Bit warmer,
top,
yeah.
up top. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, North Pole.
Yeah, let's go to the North Pole to avoid war.
Yeah, and then it melts. Oh,
Oh,
God!
bloody
Another
global
problem.
stuff.
We can only deal with one. We can only deal with one problem at a time. They've
Yeah.
established
This
that.
is true.
Yeah,
And I think
First
we've
it-
established
first
that
it
what
was
we would do if there was a war is hide underwater.
yeah. Water definitely
Until
is-
it's finished.
Yeah, just
then
I can't hold my breath for
accidentally
that long. though.
For the whole of World War II, I held my breath in it underwater.
For 18 years. But yeah, so that's what I'd be doing. Thinking of ways how not to fight.
Do you ever fight on a night out or anything like that? Do you ever sort
No,
of get
I'm
into
not a
stuff
fight.
or-
I'm not a fighting person, to be
No.
honest. I've been punched before, and that was because the guy mistook me for someone else. Actually, I've been punched twice in my life.
Who did he think you were? Philip Schofield?
Yeah, he thought I was, Phil Green, who robbed everyone of their pensions. He thought I was him.
Right. I see.
And then,
yeah.
and the second time, he thought I was Phil Green. The one who was on Britain's Got Talent. The camp
Yeah.
lad from who does the pantos. Yeah,
Okay. So you've only been punched twice?
been punched twice. Never hit anyone myself. I'm not
Okay.
really. I'm not a fighty person. I fight with my words, Bambi.
Yeah.
Artist formerly known as, you got your words wrong there. Thank you.
Do you want to fight
Yeah. Yeah.
with words?
I'm not.
Call him a name.
I'm not a fighter. I've
Bambi.
been punched around a few times, but yeah, I'm not a fighter. Not for me.
Yeah. Have you ever hit anyone?
Not intentionally. No. I say no automatically. I think I've struck out at people, but not like and as a proper hit. If someone's been at me and at me and at me. Yeah.
What about you, Herod? Have you ever had a fisticuff?
Not particularly, no. There's
Have
probably
you ever
been a
been-
few little things, but nothing that would. I was going to say nothing that would render me hard, but that wasn't even intended as a.
Very sexual this episode.
I'm
aren't you?
so horny.
You once
Anyone else
disarmed a
horny?
man. No.
Yeah, I'm
You once
always
disarmed a man, didn't you?
Oh God, yeah.
With a knife.
That's
Really?
true. I did. I slapped the knife.
He slapped the knife over his hand.
Slap it. Ooh, stop it!
Stop stabbing.
Stop stabbing people. I slapped it out of his hand and kicked it into a drain that just happened to be there and told him to fuck off.
How like
And then
tough
I
did
ran
you
away.
feel? And then did you shoot yourself
I felt-
when the
I felt-
adrenaline comes down?
Yeah, that was it. I sort of went fuck off like that, and he turned around to sort of walk
To fuck
away.
off.
I turned around and I also fucked off
Yeah.
rather fast, just in case he
Got a
came back
bigger
at me.
knife.
Oh yeah, pulled out. Yeah.
I once, when I was working in a store, this guy tried to return a games console, and I wouldn't let him because it was clearly like he destroyed it.
So you
And,
stabbed him.
No, and he got really aggro, and it was just like he wouldn't calm down, and he took a swing at me, and I looked hard as nails because I did
What,
not
in the
flinch.
shop?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did not flinch, and it's not because I was being tough. I just didn't react
realise.
quickly enough. But I looked nails, so he just
Yeah.
left. Oh yeah.
Slow.
Yeah, just slow. I've had death threats. I've actually had to get the police involved, and someone got barred from all of the stores and couldn't come within 60 yards of me, all because I wouldn't keep hold of the Nintendo Wii console when that first came out. I've had another guy rip off his top like he was some kind of superhero. That was hilarious. Now my boss, who was a total wet blanket, he just, the funniest thing, he just went, "What? That's meant to impress me." So that guy just couldn't. What could you do? He stood there without a top on. It wasn't even a warm day, and yeah, he just had to leave as well. Yeah,
Shirtless.
shirtless guy, he's
Nip
hilarious.
into Greg's on the way home.
But that's the glory of working in retail. That was all within like 2 years. That as well, I think. Maybe I shouldn't have had such an attitude.
Maybe. But I worked in shops and bars. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. A man once threatened to kill me and then flush my head down the toilet.
Once you were dead,
Well, that was my question. I
Yeah.
said, well, at least I won't feel it because I'll be dead.
I bet that pleased him greatly.
Yeah. No, he was very angry, but he was a certain type of person.
Okay. What does that mean without incriminating yourself here?
A dickhead.
He was a dickhead.
Oh, you mean like something else?
How can I best word it? He was of the travel variety.
Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
Yeah, travel agents, I fucking hate them.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
stand them.
Do you want your insurance for that? Are you sure? Because COVID might stop your flight.
And they were being very rude to their server, being very obnoxious. And other people were complaining about them. They were swearing a lot and being very aggressive. And I told them to calm down, and I got threatened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Has anyone
did-
ever
sorry.
calmed down by being told to calm down?
I don't
Oi,
think so.
calm
I think
down.
that's the last thing you should say to
Yeah,
someone.
unless
You want
they.
them to calm
I mean, this
down.
is for people of a an age similar to mine. But yeah, you've got to do it in Liverpoolian accent.
It's got to be a Liverpudlian,
Calm down.
And a curly wig. Was that the
That's
look?
right, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Harry
What was
Enfield,
that even?
wasn't
Was it Harry Enfield? I couldn't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah. Okay.
it? Yeah, that's right.
And for the listeners who don't know who that is, never mind.
Just Google it.
Nah, don't bother.
Yeah, if you don't
some
know,
mysteries
just
are
get
worth-
over it.
Yeah, some mysteries are worth having, aren't they?
Yeah, just move on with your life. Stop worrying about it.
Get over it.
Just get over it. Just get it done. So
God.
my
In fact, stop listening.
talking.
Yeah.
Go away.
Turn this off
Stop
Turn
it.
this off and stop wasting your time.
and then start it again.
And then research something and tell us about it. Don't know what.
And then
that is.
listen in next episode.
The news. We'll start with you, Mog.
James Blunt despises protesters.
Are you sure? Do you want to say that again?
James Blunt. I didn't know what I wrote. It's not actually despises. James Blunt disperses protesters.
You might hate them as well.
I think he probably does.
Okay then. Boris fights Custard and loses.
Isn't that just his own reflection?
Family-friendly anal adventures.
It's a bit rude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
How dare you?
I've stepped the line here.
Oh, yes.
Have you got any headlines there?
I know one, actually.
Go on then.
Well, actually, I know two. One of them was Courtney Cox apparently doesn't remember filming Friends.
Yeah, that is.
Shut up.
I wish I didn't remember fucking watching it.
Should we do this format where we actually read the headlines and then get into the story?
Get into the story.
Because we're a bit all over here.
Yeah, no, let's just roll with it. Courtney Cox, I think, should be your name on Grindr, and it's more of a question. Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox?
Courtney Cox.
Absolutely.
From the people who brought you Coffizzo, the new hot drink that tastes completely of excrement. Coffeeces. It tastes exactly like shit. Coffeeces. It's piping hot mouth scat for the whole family. Coffeeces. Also available in decaf with less caffeine, less cack. Coffeeces. It's shit. Coffee and shit. What better way to begin your day than with a nice hot cup of Coffeeces? Coffeeces.
Martin Scorsese was named the greatest British punk rock song of all time.
Yeah, what is that about? That's so bizarre.
That was the headline. Martin Scorsese named the greatest British punk rock song of all time.
This is the weirdest news we've ever done.
It's just
There's no
disgusting.
linear.
This is
This is
least,
real news.
This is possibly the least prepared we've ever been.
Well, I was prepared.
Well, you
Stop-
were, but
But I
Unless-
haven't even read out the rest of my story.
well, get on with it then. Stop your whinging.
Yeah,
Right.
get on with it. God.
Man collects diarrhea in jar,
Oh,
and John Cena is my new best friend.
he is like, okay. Is that all the headlines?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it was a question, right? Go on, go back to your first one. Then what was that?
Yeah, so James Blunt disperses.
And despises.
He despises them. Yeah. So yeah, he disperses the crowds from. But this basically happened in I don't know where, New Zealand. That's
Okay.
happened in New Zealand, and there was protesters. I think it was about. It was COVID-19. You know, people against the vaccines and stuff.
Right.
So to get rid of the protesters, they just played James Blunt on repeat.
Brilliant. I think he's got a great
very
sense
loud.
of humour.
He has, and he retweeted it as well. But they also played the Macarena on loop, and also some Barry Manilow. So yeah, but apparently Blunt offered his assistance saying,
To
"Yeah,
go and do it.
sing live."
Brilliant.
Yeah.
What Barry Manilow song did they play? That one that he sang about Gandhi.
What was that one?
It doesn't say.
Gandhi.
That's not it, is it?
Oh, no, it was Mandy, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I was going to say Sandy, but I couldn't remember. So, I don't know.
Say it
So
now.
yeah,
Oh, Sandy. Nah, Gandhi's better.
so yeah,
Excuse me.
so
So James Blunt
James
disperses.
Blunt, yeah.
angry
Blunt,
crowds.
yeah.
James Blunt disperses James Blunt.
Yeah, James Blunt, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Boris fights Custard and loses. So, betting site, is it Betfred? Came up with some odds on. Do you remember like that celebrity death match? They came up with some odds and paired up different celebrities fighting different celebrities. But one of them, they ran out of celebrities to fight against, and they put up in this fictional fight Boris against Custard. I don't know if it was custard in a jar, in a tin, or what,
or powdered stuff,
or
maybe.
just powdered, or just poured on the floor. But the odds were against Boris winning. So Boris Johnson theoretically would lose in a fight with Custard, according to betting site Betfred.
Right.
So there you go.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What a bag of custard he is.
He is. What was your first headline, Elvis?
Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox. Genuinely cannot remember.
I only read the headline, in all honesty, but it stuck with me.
Right.
And I thought, why is that? I wonder. Why does she not remember?
Probably the drugs.
Yeah, I mean, has she... That's so bizarre. Is it a case of, like, she just doesn't care to remember?
Well, I mean...
No,
well, maybe. I don't know.
no,
I saw a little bit of the...
I think I read it, and I
story.
think it was that when she went back to the reunion, they were reminiscing stuff, and she was like, I have
couldn't
no
remember
memory of
stuff,
this. Yeah.
Oh, no kind of recall on that. That's... Okay, that's odd, but I don't know.
Just bad memory, or could be, I don't know, could be anything, couldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't talk about bad memory, I suppose, because...
It's sad.
mine's
It's
awful.
sad, because that was probably her best days of her career. Yeah.
What
Also,
about-
I didn't recognise Courtney Cox either, to be perfectly honest with you. She's
Well,
had-
she
she's
does
had
look like
lot
a
of-
joke shop mask of herself, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's had a lot of work done, which is unnecessary, because she was a
Yeah.
very beautiful woman.
Do you think she remembers what she looked like?
That's probably...
Maybe that was probably the problem, yeah.
Yeah, she won't watch them. Will she? She won't watch them back.
Yeah. She doesn't recognise herself and thinks that's not me.
No. And she was outacted by Marcel the monkey, so that probably upset her.
Of course, yeah.
It's not true. I think she's a perfectly fine actress.
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah.
I
And
like her in
Mark-
Masters of the Universe.
Oh, yeah. And
And that bruised springbean music video.
yeah.
where
That's a
she's
good
in
one.
the crowd.
Yeah. She's all of the crowd.
She's everyone in the crowd, yeah.
Yeah.
None of them remember.
Her. No. all themselves. Okay, what was your next headline, Morgan?
Family-friendly anal adventures. So this is basically a bit of an error. A family tourism group were offering canal adventures, but when they advertised, they had a little misspell and advertised all over the internet, family-friendly anal adventures. Hey, and I tell you what, they've got more traffic to the website than ever before. And I wonder why.
I saw one the other day. The website was called Robot Swan King, but it looks like robots wanking.
Wow. I think that was the Chemical Brothers' awkward fourth album, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Robots wanking.
But in terms of this family, I think, if they don't want to get sued for false advertisement, they should have that as an option as well.
Yeah. If
You don't want to get sued, do you, in this day and age?
No.
So do your canals, but with a bit of anal on the side
Wow.
for the families.
What was your second headline, Elvis?
What was it again? Courtney Cox, can't remember. What was it? Oh yeah, it was the one about Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, I saw this. What?
He's been named the the best British punk rock song of all time.
What? How was a person named as the best song?
What it actually was is he names his favourite, but the way the headline was structured made it look like that he was named that.
Oh, okay.
Like he's been named the best. I didn't even know that he was the greatest, British punk rock song of all time. But he is.
He is,
and he's
apparently.
won by The Clash, I think.
Okay.
I think Martin Scorsese is a Clash song.
See, he's not someone I would assume would actually be a fan of punk for some reason.
No, you wouldn't think so.
No. I would have thought, like, maybe some classical or...
70s...
But I think he likes a bit of cheeky disco.
Yeah, I think he likes to... It's one of his guilty pleasures, I think.
Yeah.
He likes to have a little cheeky disco on his own when he's...
A little cheeky disco.
Little cheeky disco.
Have you ever cheeky discoed?
I
reckon you have, when you've had a bevy.
Oh, a cheeky little disco. Yeah,
solo disco.
I love a cheeky disco. I love, like, stripping off completely naked. Rubbing vegan mayonnaise all over myself and doing the helicopter to Donna Summer. I feel love.
Oh man, what a track! To be doing that too. That's
you slip all over. It's great.
Why vegan mayonnaise?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be different to just mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I was going to say butter, but I think that's overused now as a kind of
better for the environment.
As a rub.
Right.
Yeah.
Vegan mayonnaise is better for the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was.
You see all that, normal mayonnaise, the original
Yeah.
mayonnaise. What that did to the hole in the ozone layer.
Yeah, well, it's responsible
melted
for.
ice caps.
It is just mayonnaise. Hellman's has a lot to answer to.
Answer for.
Maybe you could plug the holes in the ozone layer with the
mayo.
mayonnaise jars.
Of the jars. I think you would have an opposite problem. I think all that glass
And
would
then
magnify.
it'd keep it in by lavering the mayonnaise on the layer.
Mm.
It'd like create like a protective layer.
I'm no scientist, but you're less of one than I. I don't think you've thought that one through.
It's just an idea. We're all full of them, aren't we?
No, I think we'd have to mix it with tomato sauce because you need something with a bit more hue to it than just the
Well, that's
white.
why we're here, aren't we?
Yeah, to solve these problems.
We bounce ideas and we come to a conclusion.
Yeah, and then we write off to Jim will fix it to sort out the environment for us.
And we save the planet, don't we? Always.
Jim will fix it is not the name I wanted to think of, but I couldn't think of.
Yeah,
Bill
you lost
Gates.
me with that, because he was a massive
fan of the Clash.
BBC.
Yeah.
He was a bit of an idiot, wasn't he?
He was a bit of an idiot. It was actually Bill Gates I was trying to think of.
Bill
But for
Gates.
some reason,
Yeah.
I replaced it with.
Oh, not Bill Gates. He's a paedophile.
Dirty pedo Bill Gates.
Yeah,
By the way, other Bill Gateses are available.
and not necessarily dirty pedos.
No.
Not saying they're not.
There's some clean ones as well.
Yes, they shower often. This is wrong. Can we just stop now?
What the
I'm
show?
sorry, I feel like
Yeah.
it's
Have we got
entirely
enough?
my fault.
We've
I
got
feel
no
to
in
blame
there.
You're
for all
back.
this.
You're back.
This
Yeah.
dirt, this filth.
You set the tone. You set the
I know,
standard for the show.
I know. It's really low, and I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I am
it's okay.
genuinely sorry. Shall I play the kazoo for you? Tim?
Yes.
Yes.
Please. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that piece and I'm going to slow it down and replace the first 10 minutes of what we actually said with that.
With that.
Yeah, what do you reckon?
I say do it, yeah.
You could do.
Every time I say the word cock, you could bleep it out with
Oh
the
my
kazoo
goodness.
noise,
Brilliant.
The thing is, though.
Okay, can we have silence? I want just a recording of that so I can put it in.
yeah. Okay.
Bambi.
Oh, no, hold on. I need
Get him
silence.
saying Bambi, I've been sucking Bambi.
So, hold on. Go again. Brilliant.
Bambi,
All right.
you have every intention of doing that, but when it comes to it and you can't be asked editing,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
you are not doing it.
I might do the first couple.
Just chop up the word cock and repeat it throughout the... cock, 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 cock.
So you're replacing the word cock with the word cock.
No, just every word with
faster.
cock.
Every word is cock. But
Just cock.
I've got to get the inflections right, like to still have the understanding of a conversation.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
I said a
All of the
sentence there
cocks in today's show will be bleeped by kazoo.
I said a sentence there that made me sound like I know what I'm talking about, but did I say it right? Like all
Yeah,
the inflections,
definitely.
that's part of speech
Yeah.
pattern, isn't it?
Yeah, but you started having a nosebleed just after you said it. I don't know whether you noticed.
I glitched out.
I think so.
With the correct.
It's too much to deal with.
It is. It is.
People on University Challenge, they always have a drink, don't they, after they've answered a question?
What about people on Universal Credit? Do they have a drink after every question when they get?
They have a
taken
drink
into the
after every
office?
payday.
Yeah.
What about people who
I
are?
am one.
What about people who are universally challenged?
Oh, well, that's me also.
Yes, I'm universally challenged.
Yes.
The universe challenges me every day to not.
Yeah, well, we could
kill
go on that. Do we need
again.
another... I'm sorry, what?
What?
Did you say something? No.
Kazoo
He
noise.
said murder.
What?
He said murder. Murder.
Murder.
Murder.
Man collects diarrhea in jars.
Oh yeah, sorry, we're still on with the news, are we? Hilarious. So, how long have you been doing this?
Well, his wife
Oh,
discovered the jars
that's awful.
when she was cleaning. She went in the pantry and there was a top shelf, and she
When I'm
climbed
cleaning shit jars.
up, she climbed up the stool and found some other stools.
Hey.
And she unfortunately opened one, and apparently the smell was rancid.
Is it still called a stool when it's diarrhea?
Well, you're just being.
Yeah, I guess it is, yeah.
No, I'm being
'Cause you
curious.
can take a stool sample, can't you? And I think that any
I just
It can be
imagine
any form.
when you talk about stool, I just imagine there to be some solidity to it. It's not a word.
Yeah, you'd think so. But I guess a stool could be any consistency and still be a stool.
Anyway, sorry to disturb the story with stool talk.
Yes, sorry, carry on talking about the diarrhea.
Thank you. So, well, yeah.
James
No,
Blunt,
she-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, James
Courtney
Blunt.
Cox. So no, yeah, she found the stools, and she was surprised to find that obviously they were all shit and diarrhea. But basically, he suffered from IBS. I suffered from IBS. Don't know why he would do that, unless it was maybe he was putting them out to get tested. You know, when sometimes you have to take vials to be sent off, but not full jars and keep them in your pantry. But some people have been commenting on the internet and wondering why he'd done it. And someone posted, apparently keeping poos is a prison thing in a jar,
okay.
because you can make a homemade drug called butt hash.
No.
Oh,
Or
get me to prison,
or-
please.
Or jenkem, and basically fermented shit in a jar gets to the point where it ferments that much that you can sniff it to get high. So
Wow.
people are speculating whether it's that or not. But there was no on the news, no conclusion as to why he did it. It's just speculation at this point.
I suspect it's a mental health issue above everything else. But if it's a drug thing, that's also an issue, really, isn't it? Like,
Have you ever hashed a butt?
no, but who?
I have
who
since I joined
discovered this?
Grindr, yeah.
Oh, I thought that's what I was alluding to. Yeah.
Do you think that what that's where the line "that's some good shit" came from
Very possible.
with regards to drug use?
Must be. Who discovered it? That's what I'm curious about.
The wife.
Yeah.
No, yeah. How do you accidentally, or do you do some research? Do you go, right, what happens to poop when it ferments?
I think
Yeah,
I think
guess.
in certain situations, in like poor countries where poo is just flung in the streets and just
okay.
it's never cleaned up. Maybe it hasn't rained and flushed it away. It's just there, and then it fermented
high.
that much that people started getting high, and they're like, "Oh,
Do you think that's where the word "high street" came from then?
Yes.
The shit
I tell
covered
you what,
streets.
The early days.
listen to the Daft Hour and you get a bit of history, don't you?"
Yeah, a bit of absolute solid
A bit of speculation
speculation, a bit of
and
solid speculation.
and some nonsense.
Yes, absolute.
And some Daft
Absolute
Hour.
crap.
So,
So,
Any more news?
I think that is the news, isn't
is
it?
that
No,
the
there
news?
was one more. There's one more.
From
Oh,
you, was
oh.
it? Because you did your work. Go on then.
John Cena is my new best friend.
Oh yeah, how did you meet him?
We won't talk about that. We'll move on.
No, but you fucking will talk about it because I wrote it down. So John Cena is a wrestler and an actor, And I've been praising him previously on a previous episode for his show Peacemaker,
Yes.
which is a spin-off from the film Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And it's very good. It's very funny. It's coming to the UK soon on Now TV, I think. And I highly recommend it. And he posted something, and it was just something about what's going on at the moment and saying he wished there was peace or something. And I liked it. All I did was like it. And then 2 minutes later, he started following me, which means he saw my like, looked up my profile, and followed me as a friend. And I also suspect he follows me because he's listened to the Daft Hour.
I reckon
was
so,
praising.
yeah.
So if you're out there, John Cena, I salute you. Thank you for your service, and good to see you, bro.
Yeah, and send us some pictures of your shit in a jar, John. That'd be lovely.
And obviously a dick pic for me as well. Thanks, John. You're the man.
Can I just have an autograph?
He's a very busy man. I'll ask him. Obviously, we're pretty tight. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So John C is my best friend, guys. So
Well,
maybe we could get him on the podcast as a guest.
That would be delightful.
Lovely, wouldn't it?
I'd like that. Do you reckon he's got like? Do you think I'll have to help him set it up though, or does he have a team for that?
I think he
I
has a
don't
team.
know.
Do you think? Like when you get that kind of level of fame, how many people do you reckon someone like that could or would employ?
Well, I mean, Snoop Dogg gets someone to roll his spliffs for him, doesn't he?
Well,
His,
he's a very busy
blunts.
man. I've noticed I'm frozen on Facey B.
Yeah, you have
the video.
actually, yeah.
And it's weird because you were just talking about John Cena, and now we can't see you.
Hey. Yes, Snoop has people to roll for him.
If anyone out there can't see us, because you can't, it's a podcast, we're doing the John Cena hand sign.
Oh, is that what that is? I didn't know that.
Oh, I thought you were.
You can't see me.
I thought you were doing something else. Sorry.
Oh, was that the grinder chick?
It's where you waved from behind a bush.
Over here. Come here. Over here.
Yeah, would you employ lots of people if you had the money? Because obviously,
Nah.
to
Yeah.
some,
I don't like
Probably would.
people.
yeah, well, no, there is that, but you don't ever have to see them. So
I
like,
drive,
someone who's got your
yeah.
breakfast ready for you in the morning, and
Well, you could just have one chef.
okay, but what would you ask the chef to drive you to the airport?
No, I mean, like, you don't need one person for breakfast and someone.
All right, no, I want a separate chef. I want a breakfast chef. I want a brunch chef. I want a lunch chef.
That's
I
just
want
a waste.
an afternoon tea chef and a tea chef and then a supper chef.
Right, you're eating a lot. You've become famous and you're eating a lot, I've noticed.
Yeah. Well, I'm also gonna have a personal trainer that does the running for me, and then I'm gonna have
Personal agenda.
a personal agenda. I'm gonna have a shit jar collector. I'm gonna have a butler to do all the buttling. I'm gonna have definitely a driver. I want 2 drivers though because I don't want them to get grouchy.
Yeah, like a pilot has a co-pilot.
Yeah,
Like a
no, but
co-driver
yeah,
as well.
but whatever I drive has to have a bed in for the other one.
Oh,
Kip,
yeah.
doesn't it? Really?
Yeah.
I think that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I just
Maybe you
think
could
fell off
just
my
drive
chair.
around in a hammock.
Yeah, I want a mobile
A
hammock,
mobile hammock.
please. That's what I'm going to do when I'm rich and famous. I don't want to be famous; I just want to be rich. I don't even want to be rich. Bye.
You just want to drive.
Does anyone have any dislikes or likes of the week?
I very much dislike. Well, sorry, I like doing a little bit more DIY now. So this weekend I've done the desk, I've done some digging in the back garden and some bits like that. But what I dislike is how not very good at it I am and how many cuts I've got all over me.
Missing an eye and a few
So
fingers.
I like the points I get or give myself for doing these jobs, but then I dislike crying over a little cut on my on my hand. Oh dear, that was exactly as it sounded. So this is episode 13. And it definitely feels
It was
unlucky.
the delight of watching him whilst you were talking.
We knew what was coming.
Get into position. And then,
Oh, dear me.
and then it was louder than I anticipated. That was beautiful.
My goodness, I'm sorry.
That was beautiful. Oh, if there was a way to get this recording of this, well, there isn't. We're not recording the video. I wish we were recording the video because that would have been a moment I would have liked to have.
To have cherished forever.
Yeah, I know we're going to listen to it, but it was the visual aid of seeing him prepare.
Yeah. You could
And
also use that noise to bleep out some of the naughty words.
I'm going to replace all the cocks with kazoos, but then I'm going to replace all the kazoos with a fart. I'm going to do some real work here. Oh dear
It
me!
was so loud.
There's a dent in the mic as well, weirdly. Heavy lunch.
Oh. Did you finish Bambi?
Well, how could I not finish after that?
Okay.
That fart as a full stop.
Herod, do you have any likes or dislikes of the week? Or was that it? Was that your contribution?
I don't know. There's so many things that I think about regularly that I dislike.
Right. Well, what
And then I think,
particularly this week?
do I want to tell people that I dislike that? Because then they'll think I'm just doing it to be a dick. Like, for example, I'm not a huge fan of the Beatles at all.
Huh?
I'm really not a big fan of them, and
I kind of get that, you know.
there's still lots of their stuff I haven't heard. In fact, I had a phone conversation with a friend a couple of weeks ago, and I'd mentioned this. And I said, it's not like I'm trying to go, yeah, I don't like the Beatles. I'm different because everyone likes the Beatles. I don't know what it is. Actually, there is something, and I know your hatred, the artist, formerly known as, of the Birdie song and other such sort of
novelty
children's party wedding type.
I think you've hit it on the. I've never really put it together. It's the children's party part of it.
It is.
It's the children.
Yeah, and the horror, like the shit.
It's not the actual
music.
song. It's
No.
where you hear. It's usually where you hear the song.
I guess
The
so,
repetition
yeah.
of it, like hearing it a lot, and then sort of, it just reminds you of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's what happened to me. I used to hear those songs like the Beatles and other such, like the Superman song, the Comb Your Hair, all that stuff. And it kind of just
Is that the Beatles?
Yeah,
that's the Beatles. Yeah, Superman. Yeah. It's in a similar vein to that. So a lot of the music that would play by the Beatles would remind me of that, and I'd sort of think, "Ah, God, it's this again." So I never really took a liking to them because it reminded me of that sort of horrible party, vibe thing. But I have listened to more because I'm trying. Because I feel like it's one of those things when somebody says, "Oh, that film's terrible" or "that song's terrible," but they haven't listened to it or watched it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of where I'm coming from. It's just what I have heard I'm not keen on. But I would quite like to delve a little deeper into the Beatles' musical catalogue and maybe give them a shot and see if there's more of it that I like.
Oh, you're going to be a proper Beatles dickhead next time.
Imagine I was. Imagine I just became a proper Beatles fan.
Ugh.
And started dressing like a Beatle.
Yeah.
Like the car.
Yeah. I was thinking more like that kind of scarab beetle.
Yeah. With the little pinch of things at the front.
Can you do that? In fact,
dress
can
as
you?
that.
I want you to be the car, the Beetle,
Yeah.
but Herbie, the car,
Oh, yeah.
with a 53 on your back. But I want you to have the pincers up at the front,
Yeah.
and then I want you to talk like Ringo. Can you do that?
Yes, of course I can. Thomas the Tank Engine.
Brilliant.
Yes, that's all right, Thomas the Tank Engine. Calm down, calm down.
You were nearly going into Obi-Wan, to be fair.
Hello there.
It's like a generic Beatles voice. I think that it's always the same voice to me, whichever Beatle you do. Hello, I'm the Beatles. Hello, I'm the Beatles. Yeah.
So you dislike the Beatles?
Yeah, I even tell people that the only reason I started reading The Catcher in the Rye is just that the off chance that it might inspire me to murder one of the two remaining Beatles. Got to be, what's his name, Paul? Apparently, Paul McCartney walks around Gisborough walking his dogs because his daughter Stella lives in Nunthorpe.
Oh, interesting.
Did you know that?
Why don't you go find him and tell him what you
Well,
feel?
I've heard that he talks to a karaoke DJ man quite a lot when he's walking down there. All right, Paul, how you doing, mate? But, yeah, I'm all right. Yeah. Just walking the dogs. I'm just walking my Beatles. Come in and have a pint, Paul. He's like, no, I've got a grinder date with this gorgeous hunk of ginger.
Oh, dear.
You've
So,
been
yeah,
sucking off Paul McCartney.
I've been sucking off Paul McCartney. Oh, God. I get him to sing the frog chorus. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh,
Suck my... I am so sorry. Stop lowering the tone. Say something nice.
Right,
What's
this is
nice?
I think we
I've
should-
got a like of the week.
Go on then. What do you like of the week?
My like of the week is the fact that John Cena is my new best friend.
Oh, whatever. It would
Yes.
be amazing if he actually reached out and touched
I hope he will. I've got some Morgan Has questions.
you. Yeah, please ask.
Oh, yes, please.
Please.
Okay, I want you to not take the mick with this. I
I'm
want you
gonna.
to answer
Oh, sorry.
to the
Okay.
best of your ability, okay?
Yep.
Question number 1. What is John Cena's catchphrase?
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, I know what it is. It's Morgan Fantastic's my best friend. Is it his own name?
Close. It's
just
you
his own name,
can't
isn't
see me. You
Oh,
can't
okay.
see me.
Okay.
You can't
Is that-
see me.
So that's his
right,
wrestling catchphrase, is it?
Yeah, well,
You
it's
should
his
be more
catchphrase.
precise.
No.
So
It was
would
like
he-
Hulk Hogan's one. He put his hand next to his ear, didn't he? And
And
did
he-
that. He
and
does
then
that a lot
also he
more
went,
these days because he's
What
old
you-
and deaf.
Ah, right, yeah.
What you gonna do? So anyway, question number 2. What is John Cena's signature move?
I think he stands up, puts his arse cheeks to the microphone and farts. Oh, no, that's
You
yours,
do.
Elvis, wasn't it?
That's
Yeah.
mine. Yeah.
Is
Herod,
it
what's your
something?
answer?
Is it something where he pins someone down and tickles them, like a tickle me Elmo?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure actually.
it's got
Does-
a name. It's got
Oh,
a name.
is it?
Oh, is it Louise?
No, it's the attitude adjustment. And what
Oh.
he does, he gets someone on his shoulders and then he slams them to the mat.
Oh, but at least
Oh,
they have
wow.
a nice ride on his shoulders first.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on John
Question
Cena's
number
shoulders.
3.
Ah,
Ow!
ouchie.
Question number 3. What is John Cena's favourite trousers?
Oh, they are the purple velvet crush ones. That where you push them one way, it goes dark purple. Push it the other, it's a bit lighter.
Close, but no.
Oh, okay.
Is it just
Herod?
ripped ones?
No, they're
Does it-
actually jean shorts.
Jean
Jorts.
shorts.
Oh,
Jorts.
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 Right.
Yeah.
okay. Right.
Question number 4. Who is John Cena's best friend?
Morgan
It-
Fantastic.
Well done!
Oh.
1 point to Elvis Herod. Question number
Morgan
5.
Fantastic.
cheated.
What is John Cena's nickname?
Oh, it's Blancmange.
Just Blamont.
Just Blancmange.
That's only on a Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Is it Dick Vest?
No.
Is it helicopter pilot?
No. It's
Is it
Doctor.
Brenda? Oh.
It's Doctor of Fugonomics.
Oh,
Fugonomics? What's Fugonomics?
What the fuck is Fugonomics?
What the fuck is that?
Fucking hell.
Fugonomics.
Oh, Thugonomics. Sorry, I thought you said
Fuck. I don't So
see.
T-H.
Oh, right, yeah.
TH.
because he's a
Thug.
thug.
Right, okay.
This is fuck-
I
Yeah.
actually thought you said fug as in fuck.
Fugonomics.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Next question. Who sings John Cena's theme song?
Oh, it's
Pavarotti.
it's Pavarotti and lead singer from what's it called? Aerosmith. What's
Oh,
his
that's
name?
right. Yeah, Steve
Steve-
Tyler.
Steve
Yeah,
Tyler,
Steve Tyler
yeah.
and Pavarotti. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they
wrong.
meld, it's not a duet, they
uh,
meld the voices together. It's pretty special.
It's wrong. it's actually John Cena.
Ah, that was actually going to be my guess, but
He raps the song.
good on him.
Oh, wow.
What is the name of the song?
Oh, Cena's about. It's like Beatles about.
It's not far off. Not
Okay.
far off.
I don't know. Is it?
It's
It's not just
okay.
John Cena, is it?
no. It's
No.
My Time Is Now, and it goes. Time is up. There you go. Time is now. You can't see me, but time is now. That's
Wow.
it. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Name John Cena's last movie.
No, last movie filmed or last movie released?
Released.
Is it the one like Holiday
Is it
Friends or whatever it is?
No,
Was it the Suicide Squad one?
it was. It was. Yeah, well done.
Ah. Now, was that one Suicide Squad or the Suicide Squad?
The Suicide Squad, I think. Wasn't
The
it?
Suicide Squad. Yeah.
It's like the Batman.
I've seen the Batman.
What famous women's wrestler was Cena married to? Well, he wasn't. They were engaged actually, but they didn't get married.
Is it Claire Balding?
I think it's Claire Balding. Good call, that mate.
Good call.
No, that's
It's
his
got to
new
be.
girlfriend. His new
Ah.
girlfriend. This one was Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella.
Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
don't-
Anyway,
I don't know who that is.
So that to summarise this, Elvis, you got 2 points,
Yeah, well done, Elvis.
and Bambi, you
Yeah,
got
yeah.
nil points.
Fuck you.
Don't talk me like that. Oh yeah, you'll have John Cena to deal with.
I'd love to see John Cena. I think he'll be the gentleman and he would treat me nicely.
I think you
He,
would
he
too.
probably would actually. He's a really nice guy.
I reckon he's alright. I bet he's a nice man.
Yeah.
I bet you'd love to suck him off, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and tweak his fucking nipples as I do it. Poke my finger up his arsehole.
While screaming, "My time is now."
You know what? I'm not even editing this. I'm just deleting it.
Are we going to start recording now anyway?
Yeah, I
We're
think
gonna
it's a
go
good
for
idea.
this, yeah. We've had our practice. I got all the filth out my system.
Okay.
Right onto someone's chest. Right.
Thanks for your
So
questions, Morgan.
Bambi's a
You're welcome.
Nice
You're
film.
welcome. How long we been going for?
It feels like a week, but it's an hour.
An hour. Okay, so I think we could wrap up. Really,
I think we can.
We've got a name of the show. I've written some down.
Oh, give us some
Yeah.
options there, please, Morgan.
Cheeky Disco,
Cheeky disco, I like it.
Slap the Knife,
Okay.
like Mac the Knife.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
slap the
slap
knife's a
the
good
knife.
one because that sums up Elvis's cock habit.
Caught Any Cocks,
Oh, I do like that one as well. Caught any cocks.
Sucking Off Paul McCartney, and also John Cena is my best friend.
Oh, okay. So, I don't know. It's between Caught any cocks and Slap the Knife for me.
Slap the
Okay.
knife's good.
Slap the
Yeah.
knife.
Okay,
Yeah, I like
slap the knife.
Okay.
Let's go with slap the knife.
So the show is called.
Slap the
the
knife.
Okay, well done.
Okay, so just do a couple of social medias
Yeah, you
before
can
we
get
go.
hold of us on coffeestain.com. So do you know, like in the olden days where they used to read your tea leaves and to tell you your future?
Yeah.
You lift up your coffee cup and if there's a stain, that's how you get a message to us. There is picking your nose and flicking it at a bus. So all buses go past me, every single bus. So if you flick your nose, I will pick it off the bus and if you've scribed a message on it, I'll read that. That's how you get hold of us.
Okay, you can also find us at Twitter at The Daft Hour, Facebook /The Daft Hour, email us at thedaftour@gmail.com. You can find us on YouTube at The Daft Hour and find us on all good places where you can find podcasts.
You could do that, or you could pick your nose and flick it at a bus. But you know,
Yeah.
the choice is yours.
We also
listener.
Accept checks.
Yeah.
accept checks, carrier pigeons, and smoke signals.
Okay, I'd like Elvis to read us out with a little passage.
You should like a little fact
Yes, please.
taken from the QI book of 1,227 facts.
Can we just?
By the way, the clocks change on the 27th, I think, as well.
Oh, bring forward.
Skoda is Czech for shame, damage, or pity.
Shame, damage, or pity.
Skoda.
Right. Could we have another fact, please?
Yeah. Just choose one at random here.
Yeah.
John Cena
Yeah.
is Morgan Fantastic's best friend.
Wow.
Well, it is actually true.
It's in the book. It's in the
Yeah.
QI book.
And Stephen Fry wrote this.
Yeah, and Stephen Fry does not lie.
No.
No.
Let's have another one, shall we? Another little fact. What have we got? No, that's boring. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'll find a fact.
No, I'm going to wait for a fact.
All right. Yeah.
In fact, I'm still waiting.
Robert Burns was never called Rabbi or Robbie, though he did occasionally call himself Spunky. How's about that?
How's about that then?
I
So,
think that's good enough to finish on.
I think it is.
That's a fact.
Okay. Well, my name's been Morgan Fantastic.
I've been the artist formerly known as.
And I have been Elvis Herod.
Okay.
And I've been Elvis. Let me try that again. And I've been Elvis Herod. And I've been Elvis Herod. And I've been Elvis Herod.